Welcome back guys to another GTA video, and as you can see up in the top left corner we have a new weekly challenge, and that is to complete one Salvage Yard Robbery. So let's head over to the chop shop and find out what's available this week. And logging into the computer this week, you can see that we've got three new vehicles, starting off with the Visser Neo, which is the Gangbanger Robbery. We then have the Karen Everon, which is the Duggan Robbery, and the final one is the Weenie Issy Rally, and that's the one that we're going to be doing, and that is the Podium Robbery. As usual, we'll get 6 setups that we need to do, so let's crack on with it and get these done. First one is of course collecting the LSDS disguises and also the van. So once we've made a mess down at one of the water and sewerage plants, we can then collect the van and get it back to the salvage yard. Next up, we do need to collect that storage key card from everyone's favourite valet, but I think this time I'm going to leave him alive this time, just to mix things up a little bit. He dies too many times. And once he's given us the combination to the safe, we can then open the safe and collect that storage key card. And that is that one set up and done. The next one is of course the optional one for the Duggans, and it does mean taking out 4 of the Duggans lieutenants. Once you've taken out the first lieutenant inside the apartment, you will have access to the remaining 3 locations for the remaining lieutenants, and it is a simple matter of jumping on your Mark II or Sparrow and taking them out with the missiles. And with those 4 lieutenants taken out, we can then move on to the 3 tasks. The first of which is to plant a sticky bomb underneath one of the toilets in the Diamond Casino. So with that done, we can make our way out. That one's fairly easy. Next up, we do need to collect the gas masks from one of the local fire stations. After taking out a couple of the firemen, it's just a simple task of finding the masks and collecting them. Last up, we do need to go and collect some rappel gear. This one does have a number of enemies inside the location, but they're easily taken out and you can quite simply pick up that rappel gear, and with all that done, we can then get on with the robbery. So jumping into the LSDS van, parked just behind your chop shop, we can make our way over to the Diamond Casino, and stopping outside we can then detonate that sticky bomb that was in the toilet to create a little bit of a mess. Now I have already completed all the challenges for this podium robbery, so I'm not actually going to be attempting to get them all. What I am in fact going to do is try and get this one done as quickly as possible. So I'm going to ragdoll against this security guard here, and also the one just before the yellow dot where we go inside, in the hope that they get triggered and alerted. If they do become alerted, it just simply means I can shoot my way through the guards inside and I don't need to do any mopping up whatsoever. And by the looks of it, yep, they are triggered, so I can just shoot my way through to the elevator. There's a couple of guards here that we do need to take out, but they're easily enough done. And with those 2 out of the way, we don't need to do any mopping up, so we can head straight to the elevator itself. It does of course mean that once we have been through this elevator cutscene, coming out the other side, we will have a good number of enemies that we need to deal with, making our way through the back corridors of the penthouse area. The enemies themselves aren't that difficult to deal with. An assault shotgun makes light work of all of them, and once they're done we can make our way to the elevator shaft. So getting into the elevator shaft, and we'll skip that whole cutscene there coming out the other side. We can then go and get the first of the keypads hacked and opened, and that then allows us access to the garage area. Now there are some enemies inside here, but once again, assault shotgun makes quick work of them. Now we do need to equip our gas mask and then head over and start the hack on the second keypad terminal. But once we've done that one, we can then make our way into the second garage area. And again, a good number of enemies inside here, but the assault shotgun makes light work of them. Now, we're not going to go straight for the Issy, we're going to head into the control room and take out these 2 guards here first, before we go and collect the Issy. Once we've done that, we can simply jump in, drive over to the control room once again, do the hack and then head out past the remaining 2 guards in the security tunnel. Once we make our way out, it's just simply a case of losing the cops and heading back to the salvage yard to complete that robbery. And it did take me around about half an hour, 35 minutes to get all that completed, so certainly one of the quickest and easiest ones to do. And there we go, you can see that's all been ticked off. The only thing obviously I didn't get was remaining undetected. However, we did get the weekly challenge ticked off. Now it did take a second or two for that to actually register and for the money to come through, but it did eventually come through, and there you can see that 100,000. But there you have it guys. If you did enjoy today's video, do leave a like, and if you are new here, why not consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.